They have to, for the next 2 weeks, use higher vocabulary and their voice. Who did I say my family is the worst family in the history of the United States? Who did I pretend said that? Okay, that's not true, but that's his voice, that's his
Opinion.
and you're allowed to write what you believe.
You also said that they had something with the belt.
Oh yeah. So if you're going to be writing about that, don't spend too much time, because if you're saying, oh, I hate my real family, I love my school family, but if you spend too much time talking about the family you hate, you're talking about a different position, if that makes sense. So be careful, okay? So if you would like to break an egg over his head right now, you've got to raise your hand and tell me that you're already knowing how to get to 3 land or 4 land. Is anybody in here writing pretty good quality from, all right, who is the closest to 3/4 land?
I think Christian.
Are you willing to let Christian break an egg over your head?
I am.
Is Christian willing to do it?
I'm sure he is.
Christian, can you do me a favor?
Yes.
This way hurts a little bit more. This way's more gentle. So let me see what kind of Christian is. Oh, he's breaking it first. He's smart. And you can rub it in a little bit if you want. Okay. So one of them says, choose your words what? Okay. Go ahead and write 2 V's. Right next to choose your words carefully. Write voice, and then write whatever I said, vocabulary. Okay? Voice and vocabulary. If you can do that, and you do those other ones, they have to give you a 4. Now, I can't remember, sir. I gave you some poppers, right? Did I give you the small ones or the big
You
ones?
gave me the small ones.
Okay. Let me leave this with you. Because if you explode, you're using, watch me, choose your words. You see the W? Higher what? And your, okay, everybody grab your heart. If you tell me how you feel about those families and that friend that you're going to talk about and why they're so important, at night when I'm asleep, I don't count sheep. I just count panchitos. I just love him so much. Now, you might be talking about friend as in boyfriend. Is it okay to have a boyfriend in high school or a girlfriend? Then make sure you let the reader know you're going to focus on a relationship between 2 people. Okay? He and I are friends, and he's my boyfriend, but he's my friend that's a boy. Okay? I have a wife. My wife would get mad if I cheated on her to hang out with Steve. My brother got divorced. Listen carefully. His wife told him, you should have married your golf clubs. What do you think she was trying to say? What was more important to him? So his friends, because of the golf, were more. So you're going to have to use an example like that. Oh, friends are important. And then you pick a sport that you like to do with your friends and then talk about, oh, it's so amazing to be able to excel and talk about that. He's really good at what sport?
Basketball.
He, from back here, he shot, I don't know if you can see that trash can. He said, Bill, watch. He turns this way, gets the ball, throws it behind his back, and it went straight on the ground.
Wow.
Now, could I have lied to you?
Yes.
Yes, you can lie because it's believable. It's, oh, man, because of my friend, we're like undefeated in basketball. We've never lost. We're not going to come to your school and check. ¿Qué te importa? Who cares? Just lie. Make it seem like the friend or the team of basketball is so important. Okay? And then, of course, edit your paper. It says it right there. You can help me. Flip it over. Does number 1 have the words whether or which? Okay.
put an E next to number 1. That means that's an expositor. Number 2, do you have whether or which?
No.
No, that's an expositor. Put an E. Number 3,
Yes.
yes, underline whether and write what letter? P for what? Okay, who's got a big mouth? I mean, a strong voice who's willing to read for 3 points? Your whole team gets 3 points if you are willing to read. 2/4, that's 1/2. 1/3, that's 33%. So, oh, did you raise your hand? All right, 2 hands went up. Whoever says their name louder gets to read. When 2/3 of a team raises their hand, that's a higher percentage. Nice and loud, say your name.
Orlando.
No, him.
Justice.
All right. Justice! If Justice goes. What? If I'm not good at reading, I need to use my ears to listen to you so I can become a better reader, because she said I speak and write better in Spanish. So she's going to have to listen to a lot of people reading English loudly these next 2 weeks so that her English comprehension is stronger. So if you could read number 3, con ganas. Everybody get your choices ready?
Write about whether it's better to give or receive.
What are my 2 choices? Okay, circle the or then. That's like it's like your coco, your head. Give or what?
Receive.
So you have to pick one, and then you have to spend the rest of the essay telling me what?
About
Why? All right? Volunteer to read my position. I picked one for you. Who can read my position statement from that team? Because you guys said, all right, Christian, nice and loud, read what I wrote.
Being willing to receive when it
Stop.
comes to advice.
Receive. Do I have to change any words?
No.
Can I, if I know some synonyms?
Yes.
Yeah, they have this invention called a thesaurus. Also, I have this invention called my writing folders. And it's got a lot of vocabulary on the back, so instead of opening up your dictionary or thesaurus, all the words are right there that you can use. You can say, wait, can we use these on the last 2 weeks to get ready? Because you can't use them on test day, you can only use a dictionary or a thesaurus. Okay, continues. Christian? Being willing to receive.
Being willing to receive when it comes to advice is one of the best qualities a person can possess.
Okay, I'm not receiving money, I'm not receiving a car, I'm receiving what?
Advice.
Advice. So I want you guys to circle that word advice. And then I want you to write this, because what I'm doing there is, I don't want it to be vague when I write my position. Go ahead and write this for me. Right above it. How many have ever heard of the word GPS before? I need a GPS. What does it help you with, sir? For maps, to get someplace. Your GPS is going to help the reader say, oh, I know where you're going. You're not talking about money. You're only going to, if you can help me, say, repeat after me, get
Yes.
pretty specific. So instead of just saying, yeah, it's better to receive. Yeah, that's just the prompt. Anybody can write the prompt, and that's too vague. But if you say, when it comes to advice, how many have ever heard some advice from somebody and you actually listened? That would be a personal example. How many have ever read a book where somebody gave advice to somebody in the book? Okay, then you can use that. Or a movie, all of those. Okay? It's the best. That's not true. That's just my personal what?
Opinion.
Okay, and circle that. So what I did, sir, I got more specific, Mr. Aragon. I said, when it comes to advice, and I gave it's the best quality that somebody can possess. I could have said the best quality that somebody could have, but I used higher V. So put a little V right there, okay? So if you believe that, then you can write an essay about that. You just have to tell me what.
Why?
Why do you think that being willing to receive advice,